Hi, Sagittarius.
Hello, Sagittarius.
Welcome to your March 2018
Welcome to
reading.
March 2018. I'm just looking over some planetary stuff. Um, right now, if you go back to your year reading, right now, this month, we had the
Yes,
seven of wands in reverse. Very stagnation. I was just talking about
That's like all the wands shooting forward, but with
yeah,
the reverse, it's like, where are they going?
where are they going, and it's so interesting because there's the story of Artemis and how she wants to win. Oh, I can't even forget. I can't remember who she wants to win. It's like the son of Zeus or some stuff like that.
It's the wait, win in what, like beat or win the heart of?
Win the heart of, yeah. Like she wants to like love, like as she wants to like.
It's this poor boo
Win a
who
man.
gets killed by the scorpion. Actually,
Huh?
funny enough that it's the guy. The only person she ever loved was this like other.
Archer, yeah.
Yeah.
He gets killed by Scorpio.
Yeah, set by his brother. Her brother.
Interesting. I'll talk about that more. But basically, when she focused too much on the dude, her whole world fell apart. You know, the animals are running away scared because she's turned her world from heaven into hell. It was this perfectly balanced. I'm actually ripping this from a book written by Don Miguel Ruiz. It's called The Mastery of Love.
Mm-hmm.
He talks about Artemis and like her perfect force and how she destroyed it by trying to own another person. And it's funny because Mars is in your sign right now.
Ooh.
That's the planet of war.
Right.
Jupiter is just about to hit you, which is your planet. That's Sagittarius planet. It's the most expansive, you know, grow. That's what the archer wants to shoot into eternity, you know. And it's just about to hit you, and right at like 25 degrees or something like that, right before, you know, only a few more left, then it stations retrograde and doesn't get to you, and it stays in Jupiter. It stays in Scorpio, and it gets deeper and deeper and deeper. And a lot of signs, especially the last four, the Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius. No, sorry, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, and why am I being so weird? What
I
are
don't know.
the last four signs? Are
You have to say them again. I'm in a weird headspace.
Earth is Capricorn, air is Aquarius,
Right.
water is Pisces,
Oh, then you have to go one back from that, which is.
and then fire is Sagittarius. Yes, and right before Sagittarius is Scorpio, and like usually you think of the last four signs, Sagittarius through Pisces is like the deepest, most spiritual or whatever, because of the last four, they're kind of like the third evolution stage of each element. But Scorpio is one of the deepest, and now we're gonna stop in our tracks in one of the deepest signs, and we're gonna go even deeper and deeper. I keep bringing it up, not because it's like, oh, it's the only thing I can talk about, but because I don't think I'm going to talk. I mean, in Sagittarius, when it goes into Sagittarius, I'm going to talk about it probably, but it's in its own sign. It's cool. It's hanging out. We're like having fun. Like I probably won't be at this thing, but something about Scorpio, and we've been having trouble with Scorpios too. We haven't been able to really connect with them, and our last couple of readings have been a little messed up.
Please watch the Scorpio reading. Oh my god.
last month and this month.
Yeah, but
it's a trip.
Treat yourself.
Treat yourself. And that being said, because Scorpio's in a weird place, Capricorn is also in a weird place. We haven't even done a Capricorn reading, but like,
not yet, no.
You know, there's a lot going on there with Saturn just moving into it, and just Earth and water having more energy than fire right now. I don't know about air exactly. Yeah, air is kind of a little barren. It's really Earth and.
Okay.
Sorry, yeah, let's go. I just wanted to.
No. This is really good because it seems like it's gonna get.
I hope it sets the tone. Because we start, the reason why is because we were like, how's this one gonna go?
Yeah.
We just weren't sure.
So let's see. Okay. So we've got the Five of Swords, Queen of Wands, and then the Six of Swords. This is a journey for you, huh? But this seems like a better journey than what has been happening. Could you look up five? I do not have my Or do you know what the five, like...
Of swords?
Yeah.
Oh, this is like a victorious battle.
Oh, okay.
Do you know what I'm saying? It's like...
Yeah.
And this could have many meanings because as we've learned with tarot that this could be you're victorious over others and you're winning and you're climbing a ladder, or this could be victorious over past versions of yourself. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Be looking back at the old you and going, I'm not that person
I'm not
anymore.
that anymore.
You know, there's many ways it can be
interpreted.
I'm really, because we have this sword energy,
we have a lot of swords.
I'm really interested in like this really wispy, cloudy sky. I don't know why.
Well, and then I love that so much air and so much mind and so much of the brain space is it's like interrupted. There's this literal 5, 6 of swords. Like,
yes,
that is a literal progression in its own suite, which very rarely happens. Like, if you're a betting gal, that would have been money.
Yeah, it's like a straight.
Yeah.
In cards, if you have it all in one suit.
Right.
Or maybe that's a flush. I can't remember. I got okay with some Hold'em stuff one time. But
that's like one of the most impressive hands.
Like earlier we had 1, 2, 3, but it was different elements. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But to have 5, 6
of the
swords but cut with now, and you're a fire sign.
Right. They're a fire sign.
Yeah.
Not me. I'm like
no.
No,
and
I'm
Sagittarius. And you're like our channel, Jameson. No, Sagittarius, you are a fire sign, and this is your present, the Queen of Wands.
Yeah.
That's a good card to have be your present.
And maybe that's why you're able to progress in this exact thing. It's like, look, you've been fighting this battle. I mean, we just left the past reading, which ended with the 4 of Swords. Actually, you guys are literally going.
No.
You are literally going in this progression. It ended with the 4 of Swords because it's been a lot of mind. It's been a lot of thought process because you're not.
And you're a very intellectual sign.
Yeah.
You're not as much as you're a fire sign.
And also because of the arrow.
Yeah.
It's you know, it's very like...
It's funny how these really, we just talked about with Scorpio and their tail, and you with your arrow, you know, even crabs with their claws, all of these non-air signs with their sharpness and their edges.
Yeah.
And, you know, the multiplicity of everything, you know.
Yeah. But yeah, so
even like this cat got claws, like, you know, we could.
Yeah, right. And in her like majesticness, I mean, she's sitting there yellow with flowers, which, like, I don't know, the Sages I know, I'm like, yellow ain't your color, and yet here you are. But there's your black cat. That's not going away. That black cat's still there. That black cat's still protecting you.
And what do cats have? They also have 9 lives.
Oh.
I don't know why that came to me just now.
Because you've been in a battle. Because it was a victory. But, like, at what cost? Right?
What did you lose? What did you gain?
Who had to put down those swords?
Who had to put down those swords?
Right. And so now that you're living in this moment of joy, it's still there. Like, your willingness to attack, it's still there.
Oh, you're right. It's like we had 4, we had 5. Pit stop. I need more.
Right.
What are we going towards? But you know what happens after? Do you know what happens after this card? Then we have the 7 of Swords, and then we have the 8 of Swords, and then we have the 9 of Swords, and then we have the 10 of Swords. Like, this person doesn't know what they're doing. Like, if they knew what 7 through 10 looked like, they would be like, I'm jumping off this boat. I'm gonna swim. I like the water. The water's cool. Water's fun.
Yeah. But also there is a need to, like, okay, you know what? Yes.
Only because we're talking about progression.
Right. And this does seem to be what like, I guess the only, like, the reason this is important to put into your mind or to put into your awareness is since we have progression going, it seems likely that we will progress through the other numbers. Whether or not that happens is whatever. But because you have been steadily 4, 5, 6, if you find yourself in 7, if you find yourself in 8 of Swords, which I do feel like this is a time when we post this, I'm gonna have to remember to, like, put something at the bottom as to what those cards are. But like as you there's a chance you will go through that through the stages of grief, because that's what this feels like it is. There was a battle that was happening, and now you need to go through the stages of grief to get over it entirely.
Maybe this is like a taste of yourself.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, I think that
a reminder of why you're going through this process.
Yep.
To find yourself.
Well, after your victory, you're sitting there on your throne, queen of your fire, queen of your passion, ready to go. You're like, you know what? I have got this under control. I know who I am. I know I am strong. I know I am powerful. I got my kitty cat. And even though yellow ain't normally my color, I am sitting here in yellow, shining bright, but my cat is sitting down before me. And you have to have that moment, or it's great to have that moment of victory. Allow yourself to be victorious because you won that battle. Allow yourself to be queen for a day, because no matter what, winning that battle means you have to move on. It means you have to take your swords and go forward. You can't stay in the battleground. That was really sad.
Well, no, I mean, it's just, I was saying beforehand, just commenting on Sages and the patterns I've seen. Sages, like, won't bend to anyone's will, whatever. They'll do what they want. They'll come and go. They'll go. You know, like, they're just worried about them. They're just doing them, and they're cool, and they're hanging out, and they're living their lives. Are you down for the journey? Are you not? Whatever. But then there are the people that get their attention, what I was talking about with Artemis, and then claim all of it. And somehow this free, loving, spirited, whatever person has laser focused into one thing, and it's turned their world upside down.
Yeah.
And they lose sight of themselves. And somehow that happened to you in the past, and now you're finally gaining some clarity over it. You're fighting the battle, and now you're on to discover, how did we get here? You know, how can I be this person again? And yeah, we're gonna have to go through all those stages of grief. I don't know. Yeah, that's kind of a retelling. I thought I had a thought in there that was gonna take us to the next level, but basically, yeah, don't lose yourself, I guess.
Yeah, it is funny because I feel like with the other cards, the Piscean energy that has entered into this month have put them kind of in this stagnant place, and I do not see that.
Oh yeah, this is Sagittarius. Get out of Dodge. Yeah. Like, Sagittarius is like, I'm gonna run away. Yeah. Not dealing with progression, just dealing with this card as a your future card. Like,
well, what I mean is, it seems like with moving. Everyone else, there's like a, why aren't I going forward? Why is nothing happening? And with Sages, it's been a while of just like,
oh, you're right.
I'm battling.
I've been working hard. It's supposed to be my time.
Yeah. And so it feels like for everyone else,
when will it be my time?
They're batting, and for you, you're done with that fight. You've won. You've won a fight, whether it's the fight that you wanted to win or not.
Yeah, great. It's not happening for me. Okay, cool. Been there, done that. So now what? I'm gonna be the queen.
I'm gonna be the queen for a day.
Yeah.
For a day,
queen
or
for a day,
or just I'm
or
just
whatever.
Gonna be queen of fire of my sign. I'm going to rule this joint while everyone else is standing still, because we've done everyone else, and there's no other sign that I think has this kind of power in the present set to my memory. And you're going to be queen for a day to prep you to move forward. Do you have anything?
The only thing is that, like, and I already talked about it, but like Mars is in Sagittarius right now, so it's this fiery planet. It's the planet of war. It's the Aries planet, which is the do, and it's almost like maybe you're like siphoning that energy from Aries. Like, oh, Aries feels like they can't get shit done, and yet here you are trying to get shit done because that planet's in your sign. But then right as Pisces moves into Aries, Mars goes into Capricorn.
Right.
And Capricorn is all about restructuring and, you know, teaching, and there are a lot of new ways in which your life can go and a lot of lessons you can learn moving forward. And I'm personally excited to see what April, May, June, moving into the summer has to offer.
Has to bring for you.
Because at this Sorry.
Oh no, go ahead. I was just thinking of what the card was for this one, which was the 8 of Wands reversed,
Which was stagnant.
Yes, but I feel like that's kind of
That's what this is.
Right, but in a good way.
Rather than shooting arrows out at others and attacking, now you're taking a moment to be more.
You're taking a moment
reflective.
to be in control of that passion and to rule in that passion and to feel comfortable in that passion. And it is stagnant.
Throwing it away.
Yeah, the 8 of Wands is stagnant, and this is stagnant because if you see this progression, you literally interrupted the progression.
Yeah, you stopped it.
You stopped that with the fire, with the wands, and so you're like, no, taking this moment for me in a victorious way before moving forward. But now, yeah, so enjoy your month, and then we'll go on from there.
Yeah, enjoy it. Because you're a fire sign, and water is not where you live, but maybe somehow because you're towards the end of the signs, it's a little bit more of a magical place. Maybe this Pisces energy is good for you. I really don't know what the answer. I don't know why this is happening in the middle of all this.
I know.
Why all of a sudden are you like, you know what?
Nope. I'm gonna live in some fucking.
I'm gonna be a queen for a second,
Just for a
and
second.
then I'll get back to work.
I think it makes sense. I think it's a good thing. I think it's.
Well, you're smart. Sagittarius are smart, so they're like, okay, great, I need a break.
Right, exactly. And like you said, if Mars is in their, where did you say Mars?
Yeah.
It's in their sign.
Yeah.
Right. So you just won a victory with Mars in your sign. You're ready to take that lap. You're ready to be powerful. But like, because you're deep, as you say, because you're one of the older of the signs, because you're one of the more mature ones of the signs, you're not running around like some baby going, look at me.
Or, why isn't this working?
Right. You're just sitting on your throne like, I want that.
I've liked the direction Sagittarius have been going. Every time we've done a reading, I've been like, oh, man.
Yeah, I got my flower.
I'm ready for Sagittarius to like
my
break
awesome
out.
Haircut and my kitty. Sorry, go ahead.
No, it's fine.
It's just, I love this queen because she's very masculine and yet super feminine, like at the same time. She's sitting there with this short haircut, this like really intense jawline, like no boobage, and yet she's like very feminine. She's like, what? I got a fucking flower. Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it. I mean, this is like a longer reading than I think we needed.
Oh yeah! Wow.
Yeah.
This was very long.
We'll see you next month.
Bye.
Thank you for watching our video.
If you want to watch more, please feel free to subscribe. Otherwise, check out our playlist and or see what happened if you already have a year reading. Click on that.
Check out the year reading. Keep up with us. Let us know if you need anything.
And please comment below if anything spoke to you or didn't.
And we'll see you in
next month.
April.